In this video, I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on the all-new Traxxas Maxx slash 6S vehicle. I took it out, I took it for a speed test on 4S and 6S, and then I also took it off-road in several different areas just to check and see how durable this truck is. In this video, I'll let you guys know, is this vehicle really worth it? Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I want to give you guys my final thoughts on the Traxxas Maxx slash. So of course this is the latest, greatest release from Traxxas as of about 4 weeks ago, I want to say, at the time of this video. So I want to give you guys some of my thoughts on it. I've driven this car, I've taken it through its paces, I've looked at a couple of things with it, and I just want to give you guys my thoughts on this vehicle, because yes, I did pay for this with my own money. It was not a sponsored thing, but regardless, I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions on this vehicle for it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into this so you guys can see some of my videos I've done on it and some of my thoughts and stuff with this. So first off, this vehicle does come in a couple of different colors for it. Of course, it comes in the blue, which is the one that I purchased and got, and then it has a couple of different colors as well. It's got the red, the rock and roll one, and a green one, as you see the green one right there. And then it's also going to be the rock and roll. I think that one actually looks the best between all of these. With the radio, it does come with their TQI radio, which is their standard radio, which comes in all their vehicles. You can put the Bluetooth module in there and access their app and stuff on your phone if you want to actually go that route with it, which is actually pretty handy at particular times and stuff. Now, as far as the design and layout for this vehicle, it is a Maxx and slash. If they got together and had a kid, this is what you would actually get. It does have the Maxx DNA to it as far as the layout and stuff, but it does kind of have that clipless body, which you guys can see there, and I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But didn't have any problems or anything with the design of this vehicle. You guys know Traxxas designed this, and there's the layout for it, and it is kind of modular in its design, so it is actually easy to work on. It does have a low center of gravity chassis on, and there's kind of the modular design, so they do that for a lot of their vehicles and stuff. And there you guys see there as far as the ride height compared to the Traxxas Maxx to the Maxx slash. So no issues with that, and I actually didn't break any parts on this as I ran. You guys will see some of the bashing and stuff I did with it. As far as the body's concerned, they talk about this airflow through, and it does work somewhat. If it's pretty windy outside, I think you will catch a little more air, so I do think you probably need to possibly put some more holes in this vehicle, but it does work. I mean, you guys can see there as I'm driving and stuff, it did catch a little air right there, but when I was jumping, I kind of slowed this down so you guys can see it. It did catch some air, kind of like a slash would, but I'm pretty sure at some point in time Proline will design a high airflow body or something for this, but it was fine for taking this out and actually running it. Didn't have any problems or issues. You guys see that there. Of course, it does jump and run like a slash. And then as far as accessories go, you know, Traxxas has their bling bling, which is good because you guys can get a lot of, as you see here, components and extra parts for this vehicle if you want to spend the extra money and go that route. You guys see they offer a lot of aluminum parts for it. I believe they're going to be in the different colors too, as far as the blue is concerned, which you see here. They'll probably do it in other colors like green and stuff with that, but you guys see some of the components and stuff that you can purchase if you want to do that and add that on there. But no, that's going to add more cost to the vehicle, and then also make the vehicle a lot heavier. You guys see even sway bars and stuff on there too. But that's an actual option if you want to do that. And then you guys see there, they have a module for a light kit that you can add to it as well. And it does come with the Millennium 6S system with a 2000 kV motor. I didn't have any problems or issues with this. Didn't have any overheating issues with it, and it's actually pretty easy to install the pinion gear on, so there's no guessing anything like that. You have to worry about guessing your gear mesh or anything, which actually makes this pretty good. It's just that one pin, you move it over, couple screws, and bam, you can change out the pinion gear and the spare gear on it. Now, the elephant in the room is going to be the price. This is $699.95 at the time of this video. And like I said, I did pay for mine, so you're looking at a little bit over $700 for this vehicle. I think Traxxas should have released it at a little bit under that. It should have maybe been $649 or $629 to be a little bit more competitive with the Mojave Forest, which is actually $499. It's a little bit smaller than the Max Slash, and then you also are going to have other vehicles as well. You're going to have their 6S version of this vehicle, which is $629, and with the 6S version, you're going to get a vehicle that's going to be slightly larger. It's also going to have an aluminum chassis and stuff to it as well, and that's what people are going to look at. People have run 8S on this and had no problem with it once they did some adjustments for the tires and stuff with it. So that's going to be its major competition. That's why I kind of wish they would have lowered the price just a little bit. I think at $629 it would have been better, but who knows? At some point in time, Traxxas will probably end up lowering this price. They usually end up doing that after a couple months of having these new vehicles out. So we'll see what they do in the months to come. Now, taking this vehicle out, I did run it on 4S, and I also ran it on 6S as well. So you guys see here on 4S, it actually ran good on 4S. If you can get a 5S LiPo for it, you'll be fine. But you see there on 4S, it did 42 miles per hour. And then I went ahead and I put a 6S LiPo in and I tested it on 6S. Now, it was windy when I tested it in this area, so that's kind of when it did catch a little air. You'll see that video clip again. But you'll see the speed here on 6S. And with that, 55 miles per hour was actually fine for it. I thought it was going to have some problems off-road, but it didn't. And there you guys see there, it did catch air. And that was because it was real windy. So if you do some adjustments, lower this down, etc., maybe get the aluminum parts, you'll probably weigh the vehicle down more with this. So looking at other things with this, I did take this vehicle off-road and I did run it hard. I didn't go easy on it. The only thing I didn't do was take it to the skate park. But you guys see there, I'm jumping. That's all concrete, rocks, and everything kind of molded together. So the vehicle handled, and I didn't break not one part on here, not one. I did have the body pop off just one time with it, but you guys see there, I took this vehicle through its paces. Running off-road, it ran okay. I mean, I think it does need some minor adjustments for it. Maybe either a body with more holes or something in it, but it did run like a bigger Slash for it. So that's kind of my thoughts on this, guys. I mean, it wasn't a bad vehicle at all. I think the price should be a little bit lower than a $699, maybe $629, maybe the same price as the 6S Mojave from Arma. But that's going to be, you know, your discretion on it. I didn't regret my purchase of running this vehicle because it ran fine. The belt, the tires, and everything was fine on it. And like I said, it was fine, guys. I mean, if you want to pay the price for it, you guys know that Traxxas vehicles are a little bit more expensive. I don't think you'll regret your purchase on this. I just think you need to do some mild modification to make it handle and run a little bit better. But once you do that, you have a good running vehicle. And I'm pretty sure people are going to turn this into an on-road car, which it'll actually run good on-road. And they'll do several other things with it. So the vehicle is fine. I'm not going to give it a star rating or anything like that, but I actually enjoy running it. And you guys will probably see some videos coming up a little bit later with it. So put your comments down below of what you guys think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video.